Okay, look, I don't know no easy way to say this, and I know I joke a lot, but ain't nothing funny today. All right, so boom. The other day, January 1st, it was a whole lot of police cars at Bayside, right around the corner, Biscayne Bay Boulevard. Y'all all know where it's at. It was 50 to 100 police cars, and they claimed that it was some kids that got into an altercation. They started fighting and shooting fireworks, and they had sticks. I've been living in Miami over 10 years. That sound like a 6 to 10 police car job, if that. There was 100 police cars, y'all. So boom, I'm gonna get straight to it. I'm not with all that beating around the bush. They seen 8 to 10 foot creatures walking down Biscayne Boulevard and walking on Bayside. They said they didn't have no hands, they didn't have no feet, but they was just like, they weren't aggressive, they weren't trying to hurt nobody, kind of like looked like they were lost. They were like teleporting and coming back quickly and shape-shifting, like, and not in like a it's crazy. I can't even say not in a crazy way, but in such a superior way. Said they weren't scared of us at all. I don't know who you believe in, what entity, what higher power, but you need to start believing in something, Miami, because they here. I don't know what they want. They said people got to shooting at them, and they weren't scared of police or nothing. What they tell y'all? Why you think they building bunkers? Bezos them building bunkers, and y'all sitting here this is a conspiracy. Ain't nothing about this no conspiracy. These is facts. They taking people's phones, deleting pictures. Look it up. You can't find it. You got to type in little certain things that don't got the keywords like the yammy or old, whatever that word is, 3 letters. Come on, man. Y'all get it together. I just had to come tell y'all it's real and this ain't no damn conspiracy. Get right with God now.
Man, what's up, y'all? I'm here to set the record straight, man. Like, I literally have been getting interrogated by the Miami Police Department for days, my dude. Look at me. It is really aliens. It's really aliens. And I cannot believe that the Miami Police Department is really going to try to make it seem like they had all those police cars and stuff out there over some kids fighting, y'all. We talking about 3 and 4 blocks. We get in it. They asked us, first they asked us what we saw. It was me, 2 of my cousins, and 1 of my homegirls. All 3 of us being basically locked the fuck up. I ain't trying to get in trouble or nothing like that, but I'm just telling y'all, man. This shit is so real, man. Like, everybody saw it. There will be more reports coming out. There will be more reports coming out on this, man. But I just wanted to go on record and speak my truth. You know, they asked us not to speak about it. Any blog site, any news site, anybody who wants to talk to me, please get in my DM, man. Because that's the only way I would tell my whole truth. But I just want to let y'all know, man, aliens are real. It was 3 of them. And we couldn't believe it. Y'all like this video, get this video trending, and I'll post my own cell phone footage. They tried to actually take my cell phone footage. You know what I'm saying? I showed them that thinking that I'm helping the world. They trying to delete it. But once you delete something on your phone, they have recently deleted, and you have to put your password in. I wasn't willing to give them that. So, man, y'all get this video to where it need to be, and I'm gonna go crazy.
All right, so I had to come in my basement and film this. This shit is so crazy. I'm posting this, and I want y'all to repost, save this video, post it on other platforms before it gets taken down. because I want to clear up some of this misinformation about the Bayside Mall incident that happened. So me and my girl was in town, and we were shopping at the mall, and we noticed a lot of kids there. It wasn't a real big deal at first until they got to arguing and shoving, and then like weapons got brought in, and they started fighting, running all over the mall, chaos just all over the place. So we thought we heard gunshots, but it turns out that that was actually fireworks. But either way, that caused everybody to start rushing for the doors. People was leaving stuff behind. I mean, just dragging their kids. It was just complete fucking chaos, man. Anyway, so as we running, we look back and we noticed some weird shapes taller than me. I'm 6'2", shadowy, dark, solid shapes, not human. I promise you, these is not human. I mean, it made the hair stand up on my skin. And shit, we just booked it for the doors after that, man. I can't explain what that was. I can't say that was aliens, but I can say that was not human. It was not human. And they, online, I don't know if they're trying to cover this stuff up, but they saying that it was police officers and somebody, not shadowy figures. It's 2024, man. It's something going on. There's something going on, and they trying to cover it up. A lot of people saw what I saw, and like I say, it was so much chaos ensued that it was just hard to let that sink in, that we was realizing what we looking at. I mean, it's something you can never even create in your head in a dream. I'm putting this out there though, man, because I want people to know that this stuff is real. Get this out and spread this. And if you were a person that was there and you saw what I saw, please put this video out, because they trying to cover this stuff up, man. They don't want us to tell the truth. And I got a good feeling this video will be taken down. So don't listen to the media. This shit is real. And whatever it is, they do not want people to know about it. I can't even, man.
Here's really what went down in Miami just a few nights ago. Now, I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to make this video because I think I've already been blacklisted online from a couple different places, but I'm very pro free speech, so I'm gonna tell the truth anyway about what I saw. Now, I'm driving down in Miami with a girlfriend pretty late at night, and I suddenly see hundreds, and I mean hundreds of cop cars swarming the entire city, the entire area. You could literally hear the sirens from over a mile away. I've never seen anything like this. Guys, I've been in Miami 3 years and I've never seen a response like this. I genuinely thought that there was some kind of terrorist attack. It was honestly frightening. So obviously I'm curious. I pull up the car, we get out and we start talking to people. People are pretty calm. I'm talking to them, I'm asking them what's going on. And one person told me that they were at the Bayside Marketplace. And again, these are their words, I kid you not. They told me that they saw a creature, I know it sounds ridiculous, 7 feet tall, walking around. I was like, this is insane. So I asked, I'm like, this person's crazy. I go and talk to another woman who's there in a state of actual panic, and she tells me that she saw something out of a movie. She said it looked like Alien from the Alien film in the 1980s, I think she said it was. It's insane. So I get out my phone, right? Because I want to film this and I want to get these interviews for you guys because no one's going to believe what happened. And so I get out my phone and I start recording. The police come running over to me and they take my phone and make me delete the couple seconds that I recorded. And then they ushered me along. Obviously, this is Miami PD. The cops in America, I don't want to mess with them. They're not like the cops in England. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I delete the footage and I move along. Anyway, I get back into my car and I see choppers in the sky. And it's just insane because the police are saying the official story is that there were just juvenile kids playing with fireworks. Why was there a chopper in the sky? Why were there hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of police cars? Why did it look like some kind of 9/11 response? I've never seen anything like this. I really couldn't believe it. Anyway, so there's these choppers in the sky and they're shining these lights down as if they're like looking for something. And I see a small glimpse of something. I don't know what it was. it didn't look like juvenile kids playing. It looked like something that wasn't human, and it actually freaked me out. So we got back into the car, we started driving, and then you could see, and you guys can look this up, the electricity in the surrounding area went out. Explain that to me. Why does the electricity in the surrounding area go out just because some kids are playing with fireworks? It makes no sense. But guys, look, all I know is the Epstein files have just come out. This seems like one massive distraction. The same thing happened when Ghislaine was in court. There was a massive distraction. We had the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard saga, which distracted people for weeks. So something weird is going on. We need to be vigilant. And if you're ever in that kind of situation, make sure you're recording, and the police don't snatch your phone like they did with me. It's absolutely insane.
Yo, what up, peace, good morning. Yo, I just got back from Miami, like, this morning. And I was over there when all that shit went down at the mall, And there was some stuff going on. There was some teenagers involved, and I'll tell you that because I was there. I'll break it down to you as far as like what went down and stuff like that. But there was a bunch of teens, right? And they had some little fucking little like a radio, like a little DVD player. They were fucking around with it. They were like, yeah, watch this. And then I'll show you. Watch, let me flip this shit around. Show you exactly what's going on. Okay, I was in Miami because I was on a little graffiti expo and shit. So I was over there because dudes had me over there so I can go paint, right? So I was hanging around with my mans, and then we went to the mall just to see what's up. So this is what happened. This is what happened. This is what I'll draw you what can happen. This is what happened. Okay, there was a whole bunch of teens, right? A whole bunch of teens, and they had this little fucking box, like a little DVD player type thing, right? And they were like, yeah, watch, go ahead. And there was a whole bunch of them, but they looked all nerdy. They weren't like thugged out. They all dressed nice and shit or whatever, but they were just right there, combo and shit. And a lot of them had like backpacks, and some of them had like weird guys glasses, like welding glasses. And I was like, what the fuck? And the other guy was like, just go ahead and plug it in. We're right here. We're safe, and so somebody plugged this shit in, and it started flickering, right? Because there was a column right here. I was over here on the top. I was up here on the top of the level. They were down here, and I was watching them from over here. Okay? So this shit started flickering, and it was flicking the rows of lights right here. All these lights were flickering. Then it started popping. When it started popping, everybody from over here started running this way to see, because everybody was nosy. And as soon as it started popping, this thing started glowing, and it started going like a force field. Woo, 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 woo. And everybody that was behind this, that I was seeing, everybody looked like this. Like digital. Like it was being disrupted by the wave. Only right here. Not right here. Everything else was still flickering. Right here was still popping. People were running. As soon as they got close and they see how this thing was moving, everybody started going this way. When they started going this way, these guys started backing up because from this, it started glowing and it looked like somebody put a foot out like that. And then somebody put a hand out like that. And then all you see was this. All you see was like this, an image like that. That's all I seen. This was all glowing, so it was bright. This was the dark thing that I thought I seen come out. It looked like that. That's what came out. I was right here looking. It was me and 4 other dudes. 2 other guys ran over here and started filming. I'm waiting for them to give me the footage. But they say they got this thing coming out, and it didn't look like somebody. It looked more like everything got disrupted and was all wavy, and it did that effect. That's what it looked like to me. You know, I'm in, you know, I'm a graffiti artist. You know, I can do all kinds of shit with a spray paint can and make shit look like, you know, whatever. But, you know, when you get a mirror and bend it and all kinds of crazy shit, or, you know, the sounds and whatever shit they got going on. But yeah, man, I seen this. This is what I seen. And it looked like it was coming out of this. And it's because whatever little box they had was bright and almost like you know, one of those military flashlights that they were trying to plug up, but it had like a horn to it, because it was like, and all this was like disrupting, and this shit right here was popping, you know, all this right here was popping. But this is what I seen. This is what I seen come out. And everybody's taking off, screaming like, oh my God, look at that. Everybody's turned around and looked back to see this, and they were like, oh my God, and running. And at that point, this shit already fell and broke, and we were still right here walking this way because somebody started shooting from over here, because we seen lights, like 2 or 3 lights, and then the dudes that are right here, because those people right here looking, they took off this way. That's what I seen.
Good morning, TikTok. I'm just here to speak about the recent events that happened on January 1st in Miami. There's a lot of random accounts. You know how the media is. I've actually been shadow banned for consistently posting content on this that led to me getting locked up, and I just recently got released, and I have to release information about this as a Miami resident. A lot of random things are being said. I was there that night in Bayside with some friends. We were chilling. We were, you know, going through the city. We went by Bayside Mall, and it is true there were many fights that were happening in there. We were actually involved in one of them. It was some pointless beef, you know, we're in this squabble. But in the midst of all these multiple fights going on, out of nowhere, this random light comes in from the middle of the mall, drops down straight in the middle. All these fights break up. Think about it. None of us are stupid, right? We all see this shit. We're like, yo, what's going on? Some type of, like, I don't even know, 6 to 8, 10-foot beings with like silver surfery porpoise type skin land straight down in the middle. Some type of like EMP blast is released or something. None of us can take out, you know, no pictures, no videos, nothing. I saw someone pull out their phone and immediately get disintegrated. You can Google this, by the way. There's a news article about this. Post the police going into the building and searching it. There was an unexplained ash pile found at the middle of the scene that has no explanation. You can look that up. This is true information. Everything that they're saying in the media is false. It's crazy. The other night as well, there was an unexplained blast of light in the sky while we were driving on Miami Beach. There's so much unexplained UFO phenomena happening in Miami. Don't listen to what the media is saying. Don't listen to what the people are saying. Things are real. Do your own research. Stay safe out there.
I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout. But what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, but our whole family's processing it, but I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew, and then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store just running out in a direction. So as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd, and then about a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blanky, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3 9-10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. Everyone, all of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. there was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching, not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. Yeah, it looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all three of them. And then, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But, I was about like 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And, they're tall. So we all just like looked at them. They were just standing there. And the thing that was a little bit weird, but it was clearly like observing us. It was sentient, right? Like, or whatever. I mean, I don't know, but it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd. And then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, like kind of like it started like almost glitching again, we all ran. My brother like immediately said, yo, let's go. He grabbed me by the shoulder. We bolted out of there. And for anyone that's like saying, where's the footage? Yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Because like when I saw it, I was in complete fear. It was something that I completely froze, man. I don't care if I sound like a bitch about it. Like, I froze. And I don't care who you are. I feel like when you're seeing something paranormal, it's different than when you're seeing a fight. Yeah, you'll probably want to record that and put it on WorldStar or whatever. When you see something paranormal, that's different. Because your reality, you can't comprehend what you're seeing. A fight, you kind of get it. Two people are fighting. You can comprehend that. Something like this, none of us could comprehend. Your first instinct is like, it ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first instinct is like, I've never seen this before. What is this? Is it gonna hurt me or my family? That was my first number one priority. So if you don't believe me, I get it. It's fine. Like, it is silly. I'm sure that someone had footage from that night. If you did, please contact me just so like, we actually have it. So anyways, as soon as the creature started moving, we all just jetted out there. We ran out the front doors. And obviously like we see a whole sea of cop cars, mad cop cars, where other ones were coming in. And we ran with our nephew, and then, a cop stopped us. They took us to a bit of a safer area behind the cars. And they asked us what we saw. And we told them what we saw. They wrote it down, and they asked everybody to check their phones. Not everybody, because there was mad people like running away too, right? They couldn't get everyone. So I'm wondering if someone's gonna post a video. But yeah, they looked through everyone's phone. I didn't record anything, so I was fine. None of us recorded anything, so we were basically free to go. But in the distance, you could still see like, I didn't see the beings come out the door, right? But you could see on the side of the building, kind of like that clip that everyone's seeing, that it was slowly walking, and it was like, it wasn't cloaking or glitching or whatever. It was walking. So I don't know if it seemed more like it was an interdimensional thing. Someone's coming into our dimension or whatever, a bunch of them. And I think, that it was just interesting, the police response, because it was a whole bunch of them. This ain't for no teenagers. No, this was for something way bigger. And it almost seemed like the cops had like a already made strategy for it, because they surrounded one of the beings with like all their police cars. They blared it up even louder because you could hear that it was louder. Maybe as an attempt to like distract it or let it know like, hey, you don't belong here, right? And they were trying to like slowly move alongside with it. But I didn't see anything else after that, because me and my family, we got out of there. We went into our car. We went home. Because we had our nephew with us, and we went to make sure like he was okay. So you know, I'm still kind of like processing everything. Like, it's weird, but at the same time, I'm glad that we weren't alone in seeing it, because like it was a whole bunch of us that saw it. And it feels kind of like, you know, you're part of something like really big, but at the same time it's confusing, because like you want to kind of like show people, like, I wish I took a video, man, like, because people are gonna probably think I'm crazy, right? But yeah, I'm left with more questions. Like, we were all kind of left with more questions than anything else. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's aliens. I know everybody's saying it's aliens. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I saw something come in through like a weird glitchy, maybe a portal or whatever. And it was like they were pretty tall. You could see some facial. It was they were very dark, like and shiny, but I can't tell if it was like a wet shiny or like a metallic shiny. And yeah, and you know, long limbs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, long limbs, long fingers. They were definitely humanoid in shape, and shadowy. But that maybe that shadowiness was like from a glitch or whatever, like whatever cloaking maybe they had like fell off. But yeah, it felt like something was coming into our world or whatever, like a fucking Stranger Things episode. But it was crazy, man. Like, I do wish that we took video. Obviously I was scared, bro. Like, we were all scared. Like, it's different when you see it in real life. I doubt that we're gonna see anything like that ever again. I think it was like it feels like it was just like a momentary glitch, or like, oh, they showed up and maybe they're not gonna pop in again. But I'm not gonna go back to Bayside Mall. That whole incident like freaked us out, you know. And, you know, hit me up if you were there, if you got video. Just because, like, I feel like we should all talk about it. Like, I feel like the people that were there should all communicate and talk about what happened. Because, you know, anyone that wasn't there, like, you wouldn't get it. It's not an experience that's explainable in a video. Like, it was very much like a unique, once in a lifetime moment of absolute fear and terror and wonder, and there's so many feelings that you have in that moment in time, and it all kind of like happened so fast, like a blur. I need to process this. Like, we all